BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. I post a lot of Windows Update videos on this channel, and a question I do get asked quite regularly regarding Windows updates is, should I or shouldn't I install the optional bug fix preview update that rolls out near the end of every month for both Windows 10 and 11? Now, before I can answer that question or try to answer that question, I think we just need to take a more in-depth look at the different updates that roll out every month for both Windows 10 and 11, just to give us a broader and wider perspective. Now, as many of you know, Microsoft releases at least two main updates for both Windows 10 and 11 every month. The first is your B-release update, which we call the Patch Tuesday updates, which roll out on the second Tuesday of every month. So as an example, for this month of April, that started rolling out on the 12th of April, which is the second Tuesday, and I received my update on the 13th in my region of the world. Now, the Patch Tuesday updates, the B-release updates, are security updates for all supported versions of the Windows operating system, and these updates will be downloaded and installed automatically onto your device. So they are compulsory automatic updates. And a recent example of one of these updates is KB5012592, which started rolling out on the 12th, and as mentioned, was installed on the 13th of April in my region of the world. Now, before we get into the optional bug fix preview updates, which is the second main update that Microsoft rolls out every month pertaining to this video, there is a third update that Microsoft can roll out, which is more the exception than the norm. And this is what we call an emergency out-of-band security update or patch to address critical vulnerabilities in both Windows 10 and 11. And these they normally roll out between the two main updates if any critical vulnerabilities appear, and these are called emergency out-of-band security updates. Now, getting back to the optional bug fix preview updates pertaining to this video, these are the second. This is the second update that Microsoft rolls out every month, mainly from the 3rd to the 4th week of every month, and these are optional updates. And a good example of this would be KB5011563, which rolled out in my region of the world on the 29th of March. And that's why I always just call these updates. I mentioned that these roll out near the end of every month, but those are mainly in the 3rd and the 4th week of every month. Now, these updates are bug fix updates mainly. They don't include any security fixes or patches, but they may roll out and introduce some new features. And a good example of this would be the search highlights feature for both Windows 10 and 11 search that rolled out recently with one of the more recent optional bug fix updates. And as mentioned, they are not security updates, but they do include a lot of bug fixes which can fix issues on your system. Now, because they are optional updates, if you don't install the update, the changes that are included and the bug fixes that are included in the optional updates will then roll out in the next Patch Tuesday update for the next month. So that would be, if you didn't, as an example, if you didn't install KB5011563, those changes will then be rolled out in KB5012592, and then they would be downloaded and installed automatically because that's a compulsory automatic update. Now, just to look at the optional preview updates a little bit more in depth. As mentioned, they can and may fix issues that you are experiencing on your Windows 10 and 11 operating system, but they can also introduce issues of their own. So they can also cause their own issues and problems, which I have had a lot of user feedback on this channel regarding optional updates that cause issues on the Windows 10 and 11 operating systems. Now, what Microsoft does do, because they are preview updates, so remember these are preview updates, so they're not actually stable updates that are rolling out. Microsoft pushes these out as preview updates. So if you decide to install them, you're actually acting more or less like an insider, a Windows insider who's testing the update. So what they do once you install it, they use something behind the scenes called telemetry, and they pick up all the issues that the update may cause. So when the next month Patch Tuesday update rolls out, hopefully by then due to this telemetry, those issues will be resolved, and then they push those bug fixes out with the compulsory automatic security update for the next month's Patch Tuesday anyway. So to answer the question, should I or shouldn't I install optional bug fix preview updates, my answer, and I say this in every optional bug fix preview update video that I do, is unless you are interested in any of the new features that the optional bug fixes updates may roll out, don't install the updates. Leave them alone. If you are completely happy with your Windows 10 and 11 operating system, do not install the optional bug fix updates. Rather leave them alone. Let Microsoft test them behind the scenes using telemetry, and then by then hopefully all the issues, if there were any in that update, will be resolved, and then those will be downloaded and installed automatically anyway onto your device during the next Patch Tuesday update, which in this case, as an example, as mentioned, was the 12th of April for this month of April 2022, where all those fixes and any new features will be rolled out anyway as an automatic compulsory update. So optional updates, my suggestion is leave them alone if you're completely happy with your Windows 10 and 11 operating system. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.